Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, students. Today our topic is going to be about electroscope. Let us first of all find the definition. The gold-leaf electroscope is a sensitive instrument for detecting charges. Let us look at the construction. It consists of a brass rod or brass disc at the top and two thin layers foil hanging in the bottom. As in the figure you can see there is a brass disc over here. There is a brass rod. There is an insulator to hold it, and there are leaves which are gold or aluminium. There is grounded and there is jar. Rod passes through an insulator that keeps the rod in place. That means this insulator is to keep this rod and this whole experiment in its place. The charger can move freely from this to the leaf and through the rod. They can move easily from here to here as the rod is conducting. A thin aluminium foil is attached to a lower portion of the inside of the jar. That means this aluminium foil is connected over here so that extra amount of charge can go into the ground. Usually the aluminium foil is grounded by connecting a copper wire. This protects the leaf from external disturbances. That means if there are any external charges on this whole jar, then they must go down through this ground wire. Now let us see how we can detect the presence of charge. In order to detect the presence of charge on any body, bring the body near to the disc of any uncharged electroscope. Now if this is an electroscope and we bring a charge, a neutral body, nothing happens really. You can see from here, nothing changes. If a body is neutral, there will be no deflection of leaves. Okay. But if body is positively or negative charged, the leaf of the electroscope will diverge. Now let's bring a negative charge over here. For example, if a body is negatively charged due to the electrostatic induction, positive charge will appear on the disc while negative charge will appear on the leaves. Now let's see what happens over here. So this was a neutral body, that means it contains both positive and negative charges. So the positive charge will move on towards the disc because opposite attract, and all the negative charge will appear on this leaves. The leaf of the electroscope repel each other and diverge because the leaves get the similar charge. And as you can see, both the charges on both the leaves are the same. So same charges repel each other. So the divergence of leaf will depend on the amount of charge. That means if there are more charges, there will be more deflection. Like this. You can see from here that leaves are basically separated apart. Now, charging electroscope by electrostatic induction. How can we induce charge in this? Electroscope can be charged by the process of electrostatic induction. That means without any touching, we can induce electric charge onto a body. In order to produce a positive charge on an electroscope, bring a negative charge body near the disc of the electroscope. Let's bring the electroscope and let's bring a negative charge over here. Here we go. Here we have the negative charge on this body and we brought it near to the electroscope. Positive charge will appear on the disc of the electroscope while the negative charge will appear to the leaves. Now as you can see, positive charge will appear here and the negative charge will appear at the leaves. And they will repel each other, of course, they will deflect. Now connect the disc of the electroscope to the earth aluminum foil by conducting wire as shown in the figure. The charge of the leaf will flow through the earth through the wire. Now these charges can move through these conducting wires into the ground, which was aluminum foil. Now as the charge have been removed, so these leaves come back to their original position and all the positive charge over here because of the negative charges. Now if we break the earth connection and then move the rod, the electroscope will be left with positive charge. Now if we remove the charges, then all of the charges will be distributed equally into the electroscope. Now let us detect the type of charges. How can we detect the type of charges by electroscope? Now here we have electroscope. For detection of type of charge on a body, electroscope is first either positively or negatively charged. Because we have already charged it with positive, so we keep it with that one. Suppose that electroscope is positively charged and explained before. Now, as it was distributed equally in all the parts of the electroscope, Now, in order to detect the type of charge on the body, bring a charged body near the disk of positively charged electroscope. If the divergence of leaf increases, the body carry positive charge. So, as this rod and leaf carry positive charge, if we bring a positive charge near to it, like this, then of course it will deflect. And that is how we know that there is a positive charge right over here. Before we didn't know it, like over here. But because of this action of this leaves, that they diverging, that means some positive charge has been brought near. And that is how we know that there is a positive charge on this rod. Similarly, if a negative charge is brought over here, like this, instead of a positive charge, what will happen? Now all of the charge will move on towards the disk and the leaf will basically shut down or basically converge. On the other hand, if the divergence decreases, the body has a negative charge. And that is how we can separate positive and negative bodies by the help of electroscope. I hope you enjoyed today's lecture. Thank you so much.